Esther 7:1. Vayavo hamelech vehaman lishtot im Esther hamalka. So we begin here with the vav consecutive on the call, imperfect, third masculine singular of the root bo. Now notice here that we're losing the middle vav, so these are the hollow verbs where we have that middle vav, but we do still maintain the O thematic vowel of the call. So remember these hollow verbs, we go to an A performative vowel and then an OU thematic vowel for the call. If this went from an A vowel to an I vowel, that would be hifil. So a little morphology there for you in those hollow verbs. We have a call, and notice it's singular. So it's third masculine singular. So the subject here formally is the king. And then the king came. But look here, we get this vav, conjunctive vav with Haman, and I would call this a vav of accompaniment, and we might say something like along with Haman. And the king came along with Haman. Now, let me show you the accent marks here and how that might be helpful. A little deep dive into grammar. Notice we've got here a singular verb and a singular subject. Singular verb, singular subject. And notice this accent right here. It's a pashta. It's a pashta. Now, the poet pashta is a post-positive, which means it occurs at the end of a word. But notice that melech is accented on the first syllable, so you get a doubled pashta here. That's why we have two of them. But this is a disjunctive accent mark, and it's actually a pretty heavy disjunctive accent mark. So what you get is the singular subject set apart with the singular verb as one unit, and the king came, before you get to the vav of accompaniment with the second part of the subject. And so a lot of English translations will say, the king and Haman came. But if we want to be really picky, this is still just a singular verb. So little deep dive there, but you're welcome. Next, we get the call infinitive construct of the root shata, with the lamed preposition, and this is just indicating what they came to do. So this might be, or why they came. So somewhat of a complementary infinitive idea here. Could be purpose. They came for the purpose of banqueting with Esther, something like that. Now the verb shata is formally to drink, so we could say the king came along with Haman to drink with Esther. But the idea here is they are coming to the banquet. And then lastly, we get here the queen, an appositional modifier for who Esther is.